Meghan kick up a fuss by insisting on living in castle and 24/7 security upon return to UK. Are Prince Harry and Meghan Markle being unreasonable? One report says the two are planning a 2022 return to London, but they're ruffling royal feathers with travel demands. According to OK, Markle and Harry are planning a trip to the United Kingdom next year, and their plans will rile up the royal family. The Sussexes would allegedly like to introduce Queen Elizabeth to their daughter Lilibet Diana, but a source says Markle is insisting on 24/7 security, luxury lodgings at the residence of her choice and full control over her schedule and any public appearances. Markle also wants Harry with her at all times, an insider says, so she won't be left out of any secret meetings. The dates aren't set in stone yet, but Markle supposedly refuses to go unless every demand is met. An insider concludes, Harry is 100% supporting her. After all the hell she went through with the firm, it's hardly surprising. Meanwhile, a source claims that these demands are standard. It says, whether or not Harry and Markle are planning a trip isn't totally relevant for this story. Inevitably, they will one day return to British soil. There's no indication that they're planning a trip so soon after their New York escapades, but someday they'll be back. When they do return, you can reasonably expect them to stay at a castle and have security. Take a look at these proposed demands. She wants security and luxury lodgings during a visit to the royal family. The royal family literally lives in castles. These demands aren't egregious, but rather exactly what someone like Prince William could take for granted. Before Megxit, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry wanted to move in with his grandparents and set up home in Windsor Castle, reports say. It's claimed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex asked the Queen if living quarters in the historic castle could be made available for them after they were married, but the answer was a firm no, so they went on to renovate Frogmore Cottage in the grounds of the estate. The 5-bedroom cottage was given an extensive makeover recently, costing the taxpayer an estimated £2.4 million. The extensive renovations were funded with public money, and Meghan and Harry faced backlash from those who felt it was unfair taxpayers should foot the bill. Even fans of the royals were scathing about the costs, especially as Harry and Meghan could have moved next door to a grand apartment within Kensington Palace if they had needed more space. The major work included replacing defective ceiling beams and floor joists, and updating outmoded heating systems. But the couple are also thought to have installed a luxury kitchen and bathroom in the building. Officials have been keen to downplay suggestions that this was an example of royal profligacy. The Duke and Duchess are understood to have chosen Windsor for their family home so they can raise their son Archie out of the public eye. Windsor Castle is the Queen's official residence over Easter and June, and she spends most of her weekends there as well. Hugo Vickers, a royal author and a Deputy Lord Lieutenant of Berkshire, told The Times, there are empty bedrooms and suites in the private apartments which the Sussexes may have had their eye on, or perhaps some former living quarters in the castle grounds converted into other things. But I can see how it might not be entirely appropriate to have a young family living there. Royal aides told the paper that Windsor was a special place for Prince Harry and Meghan. Frogmore Cottage, in the grounds of Frogmore House on the royal estate, was built in 1801. They moved away from Kensington Palace in April ahead of Archie's birth. The proud parents are said to be building an extensive outdoor play area for Archie in the home's grounds. They have also ordered more trees to be planted around Frogmore Cottage's borders in order to protect their growing son's privacy.